We're on the field with head coach Jack Wright. Jack, we've talked this year, every win's a good win, but a 30-7 win at Poplarville on Pearl Rivers Field is probably the best one.
Yeah, very good feeling. It was a hard-fought game. The score really doesn't indicate, the intensity and the effort that both sides had. So a lot of respect for Pearl River. They came to play today. Their kids played extremely hard. It was a tough game.
It looked like y'all were going to run away with it, and they kind of bowed their necks and got back in it. What were y'all doing well offensively coming out of the locker room?
We made some big plays in the passing game. We got behind the chains a couple of times, 3rd and 10, 4th down. We made some big throws and catches there in the first quarter. Then we kind of probably got too conservative in the second half, trying to hang on to the lead. But we needed to run the ball better at a couple points too, and that was kind of tough. But I think that's credit to them. They were strong up front, and they made it tough on our O-line. But at the end of the day, we had more points than them.
I thought in the second half it looked like y'all made a more concerted effort to run the ball, and it wasn't, I think, 147 yards rushing. It's not huge numbers, but it was more about just grinding them down the field, I think.
Yeah, when it comes to numbers, it's not necessarily about how big they are, it's about how efficient you are. And if you look at sometimes when we were up against the chains in the middle of the field, having to make a play to keep a set of downs going or score, we did that. And so that's what I look at efficiency-wise. Obviously, the 3 interceptions, kept them in it longer than it should have. But credit to them. I mean, they changed some things up on defense and made it tough to throw the football.
They got 7 points. It was thanks to like a 5-yard drive there. The defense, Gulf Coast defense, was unbelievable tonight, I thought.
Look, our defense has played good all year. I've said it. You look at guys like JACOBI HEARN and DARIUS TOWNSEND, some of those older kids that have been through the battles here, DARIUS Snow, just the first 3 that pop off the top of my head. They're extremely athletic. They're hard to block, and they've got a lot of speed. If they have a free shot at a ball carrier, they're really safe tacklers, and they've played really well all year. Just kudos to our defense. And Coach Pollard, Coach Smith, and Coach Schutfeld, they've got that side of the ball playing really hard.
You got a game next week against Hines. It'll be our homecoming. What are you expecting from the Eagles next week?
The same thing as today. They're a quality South Division opponent. It'll be a battle. They've got, some really big kids. I've kind of glanced at them a little bit 2 or 3 times throughout the year. They're a really big team on the O-line and D-line. So they'll be big and strong and physical. We'll have our work cut out for us, just like we would every week.
Congratulations, Jack. Great win over here.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it.
On the field with Nick Dunomes, big offensive lineman from Gulfport. It's always a great day when you beat Pearl River. What does this one feel like for y'all?
Oh, man, it felt great. We had some rough times with the interceptions, but, it was a battle. And we kicked butt in the second half. We just ran it down their throat the whole time, and that just felt amazing.
Had 147 rushing yards, I think we've got unofficially for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That really was the second half. Y'all just were determined to kind of exert your will, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
What allowed y'all to do that so well?
Hey, I mean, I think we were overthinking, and we got used to passing in the first half. But I mean, we talked on the sideline. We just said go with what we got, and we just went full speed with it.
And y'all got a couple guys nicked up tonight, so that showed off the depth of the offensive line group.
Yeah, that we got people that can come in. Yes, sir.
What did you see from the defense, other side of the ball, while y'all were on the sidelines?
They were more schemy. They had some workers on there. I like how they didn't quit, but like I said, it was a battle.
How about the Gulf Coast defense?
Oh, they played lights out, man. I mean, they got 1 touchdown, but they play lights out. We also turned over the ball 4 times, so I'm proud of the defense.
All right, you got one more game left. You got Hines for homecoming next week. What are you expecting from that?
I'm expecting to go out there. It's another revenge match, upsetting loss last year, so I just expect to go out there and grind like we always do.
Congratulations, Nick.
Thank you.
We're on the field with Jamie Sheriff from Terry High School, big defensive lineman. Jamie, big win for y'all. What was it like first time in this rivalry with Pearl River?
It was pretty exciting. It was one of my first times being in the environment. The crowd was into it. The game, we had a lot of fun during this game.
Defensively, you held them to 7 points. That came after an interception where they had a really short field. What did y'all do defensively to keep them at bay?
We prepared for him all week. Coach Pollard, he was on us all week about stopping the run on 15. I think we did a pretty good job on it.
What did you see from the Gulf Coast offense, the other side of the ball, that they were able to do effectively tonight?
They were able to run the ball pretty well. They give us a push in practice, so we expected to them doing on the field because I feel like we're a pretty talented defense.
You got Hines next week. What are you expecting from them?
I expect them to try to come support our homecoming because no one wants to be our homecoming, but we're going to be well prepared for them.
All right, Jamie, thanks. Congratulations.
No problem.